An interesting thing with that too, a variable, it only acts like that when it gets enough root room. Like I can have it in a 10-gallon container, 5-gallon or 3-gallon or something smaller and flowered out, and it'll act closer to a normal plant. It'll be on the vigorous side. But when it gets to a bed or a 30-gallon and actually has that room, it's almost like you're growing an entire different plant. Like all these attributes come when it has enough root space. If you wanted to do a regular run of it and not have to, mow it down 3 times, you just do them in 10 gals, fill the room, and it'd act like a normal garden, But when you put them in beds, it's like almost growing a total different plant. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I find that's true of most plants in general, like potted plants versus plants grown in beds. You get 2 different responses altogether. And I'll say one thing about growing in small pots is that it will teach you how to water your plants for sure. If you want to get like a really intimate understanding of how a particular genetic responds to being overwatered or underwatered, overfed or underfed, grow it in a small ass pot, and pay attention to it. You'll find out real quick how much it likes to drink, how often it likes to drink, how heavy it likes to drink. And then by the time, you put it in a bed, you'll have a good understanding. And then the bed itself is like this huge buffer, and it can buffer out not only excess water, but also not enough water. And so you have these like safeguards in place with the bed. Like you don't get as intimate of an understanding, the tactility there. It's like not as, you can't quite put your finger on something if you notice an issue with the plant and you haven't grown it in a small pot. It might be hard for you to like properly identify what exactly is going on with the plant.